If you guys are ever visiting one Utama or IKEA Malaysia, you should definitely pop by Plamo Art Center, our usual Gunpla store. It's just a couple of minutes drive away from those two very big shopping mall. And if you have never been to Plamo Art Center, well, today we are doing a walkthrough of their store. Right off the gate, once you walk into the store, on the right side, they're having a clearance sale. So there are some exciting figures and also Gundam merchandise for sale. And here, this thing really caught my eye. This is the Next Age Zeta Gundam with the Hyper Mega Launcher. So how much is it? Well, you gotta go to Plamo Center and ask them for yourself. So you can actually bargain on some of the items here that's on clearance sale. They also have the bobblehead Dragon Ball figure as well. So that's something that if you guys are really into Dragon Ball figures, they have it as well. They have an interesting section here called What You See Is What You Get, and these are basically some of the Gunpla kits which is already built. Some of them are even pre-painted, customized. So if you wanted to buy some simple Gunpla kits, you don't have time to build them, they are here. Some of them actually comes with manual, some of them don't, but they do have a lot of choices, and they are definitely selling at a lot cheaper than the normal retail price when you buy it, right? And on this section, they actually have the builder section. So this is where all the Gunpla builders will go there. Usually at night, they'll go there and build and chat with each other, get tips from fellow builders, and of course the old master Kelvin is there as well on hand if you guys have any questions on building your kit, customizing your kit, and whatnot. There is also a very nice section here, which is they house not only their normal display kits built, but there's actually quite a lot of GBWC winners trophy and also their kits here. So here are some of the very cool looking Senanju in pink and white. I believe this, if I'm not mistaken, was a female Gunpla builder. She won this entry, was it last year? So we'll probably be doing interview with her very, very soon to find out more about her inspiration behind the design and why would a woman get into the Gunpla hobby of all the hobby that she could be in. So you can actually get to see some of her winning entries at Plamo Art Center. Going down further below, there are some of the normal kits, some of the third-party kits here as well, which for me is the first time because I don't really review or look into third-party Plamo kits. So this is something new for me. Right, never seen these kits in person before. And if you guys love some of the third-party kits like I think Jalan, are they still around? I'm not too sure, and I'm not sure what other third-party brands that's available now, but you know they have some on display, and also your Gunpla build fighters. So if you guys are wondering where is Plamo Center, I will definitely put the how would I call it, the address at the comment section down below. And this entire footage is actually filmed on my Galaxy Note 9 using a Snoopa gimbal. So I'll put the Snoopa Atom gimbal information down in the comment section down below if you guys want to buy a gimbal like the one I'm holding here. That's what providing me the stable shots you can see here. Here we actually have some of the entries, if I'm not mistaken, from Kelvin himself and some other builders as well. So these are some of the entries that were entered into GBWC the last few years, and even the winning entry from Kelvin, I think he got runner-up for GBWC 2 or 3 years ago. So pretty interesting to see some of the very aggressive open build from the professional builders in Malaysia. Very cool custom build here in Plamo Art Center. Yeah, and if you think that hey, I probably want to go to Plamo Art Center, but you know, if I'm going to bring my partner, will she be bored because is it going to be all Gunpla? Well, no, they actually also have quite a lot of figures and also trading cards that you can check out. So quite a lot of things on display that you could definitely check out at Plamo Art Center. The cool thing about Plamo Center, why I like it is a very small store. Not only that, selling products such as Dragon Ball figures and Gunpla kits, but it's also really more of a community where you actually can sit down and build and definitely get a lot of expert tips on customizing a build, or if you're just new to the hobby, right, and you just want someone to guide you from A to Z, Plamo Center is definitely the right place to be. I've been there a couple of times, and Kelvin has pretty much guided me, you know, in terms of how to properly clear nut marks, how do you use the airbrush, how do you mix paint. So pretty cool. And sometimes even if Kelvin is not around, most of the old timers there, the regular customers, will be able to give you a hand. right? Interestingly as well, this is something that I spotted, not this Zaku Thunderbolt, but the Zeta bus next to it. That really caught my attention. I wasn't expecting to see the Zeta bus here, but this is my actual first time seeing the Zeta bus, and I have to say, man, this Zeta bus definitely commands presence because it's big. It's not as big as a statue obviously, but in terms of the size, and I didn't know that the lighting system for the Zeta, it looks seriously very nice. You know, if you guys are planning to get this, I would highly recommend painting over some of the parts, especially the pistons at the bottom of the base. I think if you can paint that with aluminium or gunmetal, I think it will look definitely a lot better. And if you don't, it has that plasticky feel, which is what I don't really like. Yeah. If you're getting the bus, I would highly recommend also giving it a clear glossy finish, finishing, right? It definitely looks a lot better. Now, in terms of paint, if you're wondering about paint, can I get some paints or modeling hobbies, supplies and tools, Plamo Center surprisingly has quite a lot of paint available. So they have anything from Tamiya, Vallejo, and also Mission Modelers, E27, quite a lot of different brands available. As you can see here, they have a whole stack of paint available here. Quite a lot of them are sold out because they do have a lot of regulars coming in here modeling their kits, airbrushing their kit at the back, which I will show you later. But they do have quite a lot of paints on hand and on stock, and also modelers tools. So if when I was filming this a couple of days back, one of the partners, Mr. Chan, has told me that they're expecting a lot more paint coming in very soon, especially E27. So if you like E27 type of paint, you should definitely go and check it out. The other thing what I like about Plamo Center is, like I said, right, in addition to the products that they sell, because let's be frank, right, every store you go to have this almost the same kind of products. But what set Plamo Center a little bit different from the other store is they really do have a lot of kits on display that is built not only by Kelvin and Mr. Chan himself, the partners from Plamo Center, but a lot of their old-time regular customers will also put their build and also winning entries, not only from GWC but also from Malaysian Modelers League, the Army Military Model event. They will actually put their displays and their kits there to show off, so which is quite nice. Sometimes, you know, you're not just building or you're not buying anything, you can just go there and just look at the kits on display to get a little bit of inspiration, and I think that's quite a nice thing to do. So if you're looking for Gunpla, actually they do have a lot of Gunpla, and this is the first one that I've seen, and they actually have quite a lot of premium Bandai kits such as this. They also even have the clear color PG Trans Am body kit if you want to. A lot of master grade are available here as well, and of course the not so popular Gundam Build Diver series. Yes, I know you're gonna be shitting on me for ripping into this anime on and on again, but I think almost every store that I've been to, they do tend to have a lot of Gundam Build Divers kits that they can't sell. So I think it's no difference here as well. It's not very popular. They also have TACOM Trumpeter military kits if you are planning to try your hand on something other than Gunpla as well. Over here in the center, they do have Aoshima kit, and that is something that I was quite surprised. I didn't expect them to carry Aoshima, so this is something new for Gunpla Center. So if you are trying to dabble into something new, car modeling other than just Gunpla, they have it here. And there's Kit, right, from Knight Rider, for those of you who are old enough like me to remember that series. Aoshima also surprisingly have the full metal Panic series, and according to Mr. Chan, the Gernsback second rate, they are actually a lot bigger compared to the Bandai version. So if you love the Full Metal Panic series but always hated the small scale of the Bandai kits, well, check out the Aoshima version because they are at 1/48 scale and they're definitely bigger. And I've not seen many stores carrying them other than Gunpla Center, so do check out Gunpla Center if you want to get those Full Metal Panic kits. In addition to Gunpla, they also have the Naruto, the usual, and surprise, third-party kits are available here. I'm not sure whether these are new or are these reissues or the old kits, but these are the Daban Gunpla kits that are available here. Apparently these are also the Babatos, right? Third-party Babatos before the Master Grade was first announced, and if I'm not mistaken, those are actually the clear kit version. In addition to the high resolution model, two kits really caught my eye, and those are the new Gundam and also the Sazabi, but those are not the normal version. These are actually the metallic coating version, and not many stores will have this because it's quite expensive, number one, and two, it's been produced quite some time ago, so you won't be able to get this quite easily other than, you know, if you're in Japan itself. They also have some Expo kits available here, so if you're looking for some Premium Bandai or past Expo editions, they have it here. And in addition to Gunpla as well, they have something on Digimon, Zoids, and this one is the one that really caught my eye. Also, Ultraman 7 Suit version 7.3. It's a very big box from Dimension Model. If you guys have not seen our previous video, Dimension Model has been producing some very nice kick-ass Ultraman Plamo kits, right? So do check them out if you want to get them here. In addition here, they also have the new SDCS series, Sangoku, your Reborn 1/100 scale. Everything is here. This is the new one, obviously. Sinanju and Chidoma, Ryubu, Sinanju and Chidoma bike. I've not seen them or built them yet, but they do look quite badass on the anime itself, right? So as I mentioned before, a lot of premium Bandai kits. So if that's your thing, go check out Plamo Center. This is the one that I've always wanted, but I didn't have a chance to buy it. This is the Casval Gundam version 3.0 design, but in the Casval color. So you have that 3 to 4 separate colors of red for that special premium Bandai. So I've seen those kits before and it looks quite nice. Premium Bandai and high grade, Plamo Center do have a lot, and they also have a promo right now running for the real grade Johnny Raiden Zaku 2. I think maybe it's not selling very well because I think everyone is quite disappointed that the entire design is pretty much the same, but you know, it is what it is. They also have the Zeta Gundam X Premium Bandai. As you can see, there's actually so many Premium Bandai kits that some of them, when I see it, it's like, wow, you know, how come I didn't see this before, like the Hakushiki version 2.0 with mechanical color. That is something that I'm quite interested in, but maybe, you know, once I save enough moolah, I'll go back to Plamo Center. There is also quite an interesting section here. Like I said before, if you're bringing a partner to Plamo Center and if you're worried they'll get bored if they're not into Gunpla, or your kids will get bored if they're not into Gunpla, they also have quite a lot of Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Banpresto figures. And these are all the official products from Banpresto, and these are the metallic color version of Goku and Kurilin that's only available for Asia edition. So if you guys are not from Malaysia or from Asia and you say, hey, would Plamo Center actually ship these things out to other countries like United States or Europe? Yes, they do. So do drop a message to them on their Facebook page, which I'll put a link down below. And that's Bon Clay, one of my favorite characters from One Piece because he's so wonky. Coming back to overseas orders, do hook up with Plamo Center if you want to order from overseas, because they do have quite a lot of Asia special edition figures from both One Piece, Naruto, and even Dragon Ball, right? And on this side, as what we've seen just now, we have the one very big Zeta bus. They also have the Sinanju bus and all the SHF series of One Piece, Naruto, and surprisingly even the Kamen Rider and a small piece of Ultraman. They don't really have a lot of Ultraman and Godzilla. So if you're looking for Ultraman and Godzilla, Plamo Center would not be the right place for you to check out, okay? In terms of SHF, they do have a little bit of selection here, but that's not really their key focus. So I think they're in the midst of really clearing up of all their old stocks, but they do have quite a lot of robot spirits from the Gundam side. Now this is pretty much the most interesting side for me, at least, right? From what the Plamo Center bosses told me, they actually have the full range of third-party water decals available here. So no matter what models that you're building, whether it's a master grade, real grade, you know, perfect grade, they would have the right water decals for you. So if you've been frustrated and not being able to get any third-party water decals for your kids, you might want to check out Plamo Center. And again, if you are not in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, or you're coming from Singapore or from other countries, and you just want to have them mail the item to you, because let's be frank, right, the water decals probably won't be too expensive to mail over, do drop them a message. They have quite a full list of water decals available. As you can see, both left and right, master grade, high grade, and also perfect grade. They also have a list of assemble kit section, which is different from what you see is what you get. At least with the assemble kit section as well, these are kits that you can use to kit bash, for, or you maybe have some kids that you've lost some parts or broken some parts, this is the right place to check out. I've not seen many Gunpla stores with this section, and I have to say this is very unique because most of the Gunpla stores you go, they will probably want to sell you something new, but Plamo Art Center actually have a section for what you see is what you get, and also assemble kit section. Kits that's already been assembled, and if you're planning to mod your entry for GBWC, or you just want to have your own customized build, you can come to Plamo Center and get something cheaper that's already been built for you. So as you can probably remember what I said earlier, right? This is the section where on the right where the builders come and build their kits. So plenty of space and also power to charge your phone, to charge everything else that you might have. With proper lighting, you can see all the desks and the lights are there. But at the back, they actually have 3 separate sessions for you to learn on how to airbrush or even to paint your kits. So this is the right place if you guys been itching to learn to airbrush like myself, or you just have a lot of things that you want to brush but you don't have the proper working station to spray. Come over to Plamo Center, they'll be more than happy to help you out. So that's pretty much our walkabout for Plamo Art Center. As you can imagine, they actually have quite a lot of things for everyone, whether you are a figure collector, or if you're a Gunpla builder who are learning the trade, or if you're wanting to buy some modeling tools, they have it here as well. There's quite a lot of available inventory to satisfy your need. What I find the most interesting, of course, is what you see is what you get section and the assemble kit section. So if you want those, they have it here. But the unique thing about them is, of course, they also have the Aoshima Full Metal Panic, which right now I'm seriously quite interested in. Maybe I want to get one to build, because I've always liked the design of the Full Metal Panic series, but the Bandai version is just a little bit too short and too small for me, right? So that's our video for today. If you are around that area of Kota Damansara, Malaysia, or if you are visiting Wanutama or IKEA, do drop by Plamo Center. They're just a couple of minutes away from those places, very, very near. So go and check out a lot of cool stuff on display and also a lot of cool stuff on sale. Thank you to Plamo Center for allowing us to film the store. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to bring this coverage to you. Thank you guys for watching, and do leave a comment down below if you guys are regular or if you've been to Plamo Center before.